Hey everybody. Is that actually working? Yes, the microphone is on. It was hard to tell. Anyway. And Elgato is not playing music. Or is it just really quiet? I think it's just really quiet. Right, there it is. Okay, anyway. Right, Saturday, time for Elden Ring. So, continuing from last week. So last week we were a little frustrated. Hey Melwin, how's it going? Last week we were a little frustrated with Malekith and Melania, and I said I would deal with them. I will deal with them offline. So Malekith, I actually beat pretty quickly after the stream. I think it was just a case of me being frustrated with Melania. I just took a break and I beat him fairly handily after that. Melania, on the other hand, was quite the ordeal. So I've recorded my many attempts to defeat her, and I did eventually do it. It took quite a while. It was quite the ordeal. So I've prepared a pretty stupid video, to be honest, for it. So I'm going to play that now. It's about 10-ish minutes long. So yeah, I'll be here. I'm in the chat. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I'm going to play this now. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit, I guess. Hi gang. We're sitting down here talking with Past Derek, fresh off his kill of Melania. Past Derek, I just want to say congratulations on your victory. Oh, thank you very much, and thank you for having me on the show. So, defeating Melania, that must be a big weight off your shoulders. I don't know. They say she's the hardest boss, but meh. And how did you feel going into the fight? Were you nervous at all, or? No, I'm never nervous. Come on, man. It's me we're talking about here. Very good, very good. And do you have anything to say before this? I believe you have a video ready to show us. Just stay calm and collected, and you'll figure it out. Great stuff, great stuff. Well, let's have a look at that now. Okay. Oh, fuck this fucking boss. Okay, Melania, here we go. We're gonna do it. Damn it. Okay, round two. Well, get in there. That was... Ah! Fuck. Fuck. No, shit. I'm dead. Okay. Not. Probably should have killed me. Yes, get in there, Tish. No, just fucking move! Fuck! Fuck! Yeah, I deserve that. Dead. Fuck! Both dead, I'm dead. There you go. I can start running faster. Wasting rune arcs. Get in! Come on! How fucking close do I have to be? Would you fuck off for 2 seconds and let me heal? Fuck! Fuck! She hadn't got her health back, I would've had her! Fuck! Let's take a break for a second. fucking gold scarab on this whole time. Okay. Round 2. Come on! Fuck off with this move! Good job, Tish. And then she changes direction. She changed direction mid-air. What am I supposed to do with that? Jesus, you need to be so close to get that off. And run away, because she's going to go straight into that. Fucking hell, she missed entirely. Wow, it's the first time it's ever happened. She went straight into that attack. What was I supposed to do? Ah, fuck off! Let's start running fast enough. Be wary of hope. Alright, the game gonna pull some bullshit on me again and make me get hit by the attack that's never hit me this whole fucking fight? Tish, will you fucking help? Drink, drink, drink. No! Why did you do that extra attack? Why? Fucking had her in that fight. Fucking had her. Cool. I've taken a break, had a shower, went to bed for a bit. It's like 11 o'clock now or something. Anyway, alright, let's get Tish in. That's not going to change. That strategy is still here. Now we got to get in. Okay, never mind. That actually did quite a ton of damage on her. All right. Okay, never mind. That sword's pretty fucking strong. Okay. But I'm dead anyway, because I didn't run away fast enough. I ran as soon as she started that. Fuck you! Tish, could you get in here and actually do something? Could you go after him? He attacked you last. That's the rules. Go after him. For fuck's sake, go after him. Cool. I deserve that. I deserve that. I'm getting frustrated. I'm so pissed off at this fight. Just fucking die. Ah, oh, come on! You're just out of fucking nowhere. How about lose health when you miss? How about that? Yeah? I think that'd be fair. That's so much health she got back. So much! Derek! Yeah, cool. Yeah, and kill me straight away? Awesome. Tish, could you fucking do something? Can't trade with her, Derek. You can't trade with her. And I'm dead. Cool. Okay. Day 3 of trying to kill Melania. Alright, that's what I get for not healing. fuck off! I dodged it! Yeah. She can just drop out of that attack whenever she feels like it, I guess. And now I'm dead. Cool. So I just realized I've been in fucking big mode this whole time. Cool. Can't use any of that now. Great. Fuck off! This has been the worst one yet. Cool, I'm glad you just... Oh my god! I fucking dodged it! Okay, run that straight in is not gonna work. Just fucking kill me? Come on, game, you cannot just let her launch straight fucking into that! Fuck you, Derek. And you're dead, well done, well done. You can't fucking dodge the right time. That was one of the best chances you had and you fucked it up. Cool. Where was that poise 60 bullshit everyone's telling me about, huh? Where was that? Just fucking hit her, Tish. Come on, really, straight into this move. Straight into it. I don't get a fucking chance to avoid it. Come on! All of her big moves, all right away. Don't give me a second chance. A fucking Scarlet Rod as well. This fucking game. No! Let me heal, you fucking bitch! Cool, I'm dead. No! Stop getting your fucking health! Yes! Fuck you! Fucking hell, Jesus Christ.
Dear Mikola. Oh, dearest Mikola. My brother. I'm sorry. I finally met my match.
Oh, you found someone else who could cheat as much as you can? Jesus Christ. Fucking shaking with my hands. I'm not doing this. That's adrenaline, I guess. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, finally fucking done. Jesus Christ. Look how much fucking health I have left. Fuck. I was out of healing items too. Fuck. That was clutch. What really was a she was gonna die or I was gonna die moment. Okay. I will count up how many fucking tries that took. We're talking 30 at least. At least 30 tries. I started off with like 40 something rune arcs and I got more in the intervening time. Okay, well, for anyone else who wants to put up with this bullshit, here is my setup. Rivers of Blood. Enough armor to put me into 60 for poise. Urge Favor 2. More stamina. What's this? More health, more stamina, and something that lets me put on heavy armor. Even more stamina. Big damage negation, so I'm not dying from every single attack. I get a chance to heal. And this probably did help. It's hard to tell. But this is an additional 20% extra damage if she hits blood loss. Or, sorry, when you inflict blood loss on her, which you'll get from Rivers of Blood's special attack, the Corpse Piler. And the character is like that. So, mostly int, because that's the character I've been running. But for Rivers of Blood, it was dex and a lot of vigor, so I could survive attacks. And then endurance, I could probably have done it more endurance, because running out of stamina was an issue, even with the physic. The physic we were using is Opaline Hard Tier, which again is more damage negation, just trying to survive Waterfowl attack. That's the thing where she does like 500 attacks at once. And temporarily boost stamina recovery speed, because again, running out of stamina is a big problem. So you want to pile on Corpse Piler, basically. Anyway. Fucking hell, that's done. Thank fucking Christ. Let me sit down at this. Joy, oh joy. That's the thing, you can only see this message if you've beaten her. So, whoever wrote this, the appraisals you're getting are from people who've also beaten her. Okay, sit down. The fuck is that? So, calm and collected, was it? You know it, that's me. Calm as a cucumber. The sunglasses are hiding your burst blood vessels, aren't they? Well, that's future Derek's problem, and well, fuck that guy. I think the problem is nobody's fucking that guy. And now he has to edit a video with two of us in it, breaking the space-time continuum. Anyway, fuck that guy. Back to you, future Derek. Go fuck yourself. Off. Whoops. Mic is off. Thank you, Melvin, for letting me know. Anyway, yeah, I really hate those guys, but whatever. They help me get through video games, so I have to put up with them. Anyway, we're back at Melania's arena. I've swapped my equipment back to what we had normally had, so Moonveil and pretending that we're blind, mostly for fashion than anything else. Okay, so what's up with this? So outside of Melania's arena there is something that looks very similar to this. I think it's where Millicent and her sisters have come from. We've completed Millicent's quest line. She comes back here to give Melania her needle. Which you may recall, like, it was a good few streams ago that we picked it up and gave it to Millicent. Intricate crafted needle of unalloyed gold. Remove my Millicent from her flesh. Bears no trace of befouled blood, but is faintly moist with dew. There is something I must return to Melania, the dignity, the sense of self that allowed her to resist the call of scarlet rot. So, Millicent died to give us this. You know, spoilers for Elden Ring and Dark Souls quests in general, vast majority of people die. As usual, if you want your favorites to actually live through the game, never talk to them. This is the only way to get around it, really. But we have this needle now. It doesn't have scarlet rot on it. And she wants us to give this back to Melania. Melania is cocooned in here. So potentially like 100,000 years from now or something she'll come back. But we can give her this needle, which may help her overcome the scarlet rot. We get Miquella's needle back. And a somber ancient dragon smithing stone, which we don't really need anymore, but cool. Alright, what's Miquella's needle? So Miquella is Melania's brother. Is it not a key item? Is it a usable item? Am I blind there? Oh, it is. Subdues a once accepted frenzied flame. Okay. One of the unalloyed gold needles that Miquella crafted to ward away the meddling of outer gods, capable of subduing the flame of frenzy if inherited, allowing one to cheat fate and avoid becoming Lord of Frenzied Flame. However, the needle is as yet unfinished and can only be used in the heart of the storm beyond time, said to be found in Farum Azula. Okay. Going to the gym now, see you there. Okay. Grant, I'll see you in a bit, Melon. Thanks for hanging around for that video. Yeah, so this is if you happen to go down the full route of Lord of Frenzied Flame ending, which we're gonna do, but I'm gonna have to do some save game shenanigans because I want to do all the endings. But if you're walking down that route and you're like, hey, I don't want to do that ending anymore, you need to get this needle to undo it, which is a hell of a quest to have to do. Like, Melania all by yourself is hard enough, but even getting here is quite the ordeal. Some other items. So this is what you get for beating Melania. Remembrance of the Rot Goddess. Miquella and Melania are both the children of a single god. Radagon is their father. As such, they are both Empyreans, but suffered afflictions from birth. One was cursed with eternal childhood, and the other harbored rot within. So Miquella is cursed to be a child forever. Melania is cursed to harbor the scarlet rot, which will eventually eat away at her and kill her. Miquella we haven't really seen, but Miquella is kind of shown here. It's maybe difficult to see. Can you see that there's a body in the tree? Maybe... Can we see it? Can I see it if I zoom in? Not really. It's a bit too high up for me to see it with the telescope, but maybe you can see the head at the very top of the screen. And you can see that there is a cavity here at the bottom, just where the compass is now. There's a cavity there that did have Miquella's cocoon in it. And if we go to... this one... Cocoon of the Empyrean. So... this is Miquella's cocoon. And this is where we fought... Mog? Mog? The Lord of Blood, who's not equally as difficult to fight. Mog is much easier than Melania, but he's still a hard fight. He's really tough. But this is Miquella. Doesn't look very childlike to me, to be honest. But okay. Empyreans are huge, so maybe it's a large child. But Mog has basically kidnapped a child, is mingling his own blood with them in an attempt to become a god themselves. So there's a lot of fairly horrible nonce, kidnapping, child abuse stuff going on in that whole quest line, which is kind of gross. Kind of gross. So, yeah, that's pretty horrible. Anyway, that's that, I think. So stuff to kind of catch everybody up on where we are in quest line. So Melina has sacrificed herself at the Forge of the Giants to become the kindling for the Earth Tree. We had to go locate a fire that could burn it, and we have. That was beating Malekith. Malekith gives you the... Do we have it in the inventory? Oh. So, Mog's Shackle, I never actually ended up using it in the boss fight, which probably would have been helpful. It's a thing that stuns him twice. But I never used it. It really would have been helpful. And this, the Blasphemous Claw, also would have been useful against Malekith, because it parries his big annoying attacks that were always killing me. Again, probably should have used that. But yeah, I forgot I had it. Anyway, what did I come back here to do? Something I wanted to show. Is it this? No, this is what we got for Fia's questline. We do have Millennia's Great Rune, which we do need to activate, so we'll do that in a minute. Maybe Malekith doesn't actually give you an item, it's just out in the world now, I think. Okay. Beating Malekith releases the Rune of Death, basically, or Destined Death, which I think is another god, outer god type thing. But it's released death into the world, basically. And that allows the Earth Tree to burn, and it allows us to get past the thorns that were preventing us from getting into whatever's beyond the Earth Tree, which presumably is Marika and Radagon and the end of the game, basically. Alright, so we're here now, so we can turn in Melania's Remembrance and see what we get for it. This crone dies when you kill Malekith. I think they're at the point where they're like, cool, you know what you're doing. I don't need to hang around anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna shrink before I forget to do it. Oh yeah, I'm still set up for the ascent. Let me just pull myself down there. Okay. Alright, receive power from remembrances. So what do we get from Melania? We can have her sword, the Hand of Melania, which we can't use because it's too heavy. Or we can have Scarlet Aeonia, which is her big explosion, which also we can't use because we don't have enough faith. We'll get the sword. I've been getting the weapons for all of them at the moment. And we can get her armor. Or we could if I could afford it, I guess. Jesus. We can read the thing anyway. Melania awaited Mikola at the foot of the husk. My brother will keep his promise. He possesses the wisdom, the allure of a god. He is the most fearsome Imperium of all. You know, we could have just told her where he was. Could have just told her Mog has him. And we've killed Mog. Go get your brother. Wouldn't have had to do the whole fight. Here we are. Melania awaited Mikola 3. Okay, I think these all say the same thing. Right. We can't afford it. We can't afford it. We'll probably have enough. We'll probably get enough runes by the time we're close to the end of the game. We'll come back and buy that stuff. What's her weapon like? So it's a katana. Unsurprising there. Does blood loss. Gives you Waterfowl Dance, which is her bullshit attack. Okay, so we can use it because we still have Godric's Great Rune active from the fight, but once we die, we won't be able to use this again. Melania's war prosthesis symbolized her victories. Some claim to have seen wings when the weapon was raised aloft, wings of fierce determination that I've never known defeat. Well, you know defeat now. Anyway. The Waterfowl Dance. Perform a series of one-footed leaps in the manner of a waterfowl to unleash a swift yet graceful slashing combo. Repeated inputs allow for up to 2 follow-up attacks. That fucking bullshit move that killed me almost every time. I managed to avoid it a couple of times. So you saw the one time in the video that was clean. But there were a couple of other times where you can avoid it. You can. It's extremely difficult, but you can avoid it. Mostly it's you need to be far enough away to avoid the first two attacks, and then really time your dodge really well on the third one. This guy's gone. The all-knowing Gideon. He's gone off to try to become Elden Lord while we've done all the work, and he's going to try to slip in right at the last second and take it from us. But don't worry, we'll catch up with him. He leaves magic spell. I forget what it's called. Is it this? No. This? No. It wouldn't be a madness one. No. There's one that... Oh, maybe I didn't buy it, actually. It's possible I didn't buy it. It might actually still be in the shop. I did buy it, I just can't find it in the thing. Anyway, this is left from when Gideon leaves Roundtable Hold. Incantation taught to Gideon the All-Knowing by the Two Fingers. Greatly increases holy damage, negation for the caster, nearby allies, etc. Gideon gained true knowledge after his long exchange with the Two Fingers, discovering all had been broken long ago, that the trembling fingers, bent with age, and the Earth Tree itself were no exception. So, there's some time travel shenanigans happening in Elden Ring. Which I don't think we're really surprised about, because we found Roundtable Hold out in the world, and it is in ruins. We can also see that Roundtable Hold is somehow burning, but not on fire. Like it's in a very weird state. So there's some weirdness going on with Roundtable Hold. What else? Roderica and Hugh are still here. Hugh has completely lost his mind. He doesn't remember who he is, why he's here, what's going on. And Roderica is mostly just hanging around to keep an eye on him until he eventually probably dies and passes on. Okay, we can go activate Melina's rune, which is here. Don't remember how to get here. I don't remember how to get here. Because we couldn't open it, we couldn't get a Sight of Grace. So I am just gonna very quickly look it up. How do I get to the isolated tower? Because I have been there. It's marked on the map, which means I have been there. I just don't remember how to get there. Let's get on the wiki. Isolated Divine Tower. The isolated Divine Tower's location can be reached by taking the Waygate from the Divine Bridge in Lanedale Royal Capital. After the recent update, you now activate the warp by using the elevator in Roundtable Hold in Lanedale. What? Tower of Return. Okay, so because we're in the endgame mode, we may not actually be able to get there. The Tower of Return is found at the Weeping Peninsula at the southern tip of the western landmass. This location is easily accessible on foot or horseback. Out in the open field, the tower contains a teleporter chest that transports players to Lanedale Royal Capital. Okay, let's do that, I guess. So it's down here. That's the Tower of Return. Here? I never found a chest in there. Or I might have thought it was trapped. Because the trapped chests just just spit out a gas, and it looks like they're just... I don't know, I think I always thought it was poisoned or something, but maybe it's a teleporter. I hadn't thought of that. Anyway, this is like one of the earliest areas in the game, so any enemies we encounter here will not pose much of an issue for us. Indeed, there are any enemies. There's the Stake of Marika. It's angry boys somewhere. Hey, how's it going? Like I said, not gonna cause us much issue here. Hey, what's up? Yeah, and I have gone on a bit of a leveling when I was trying to fight Melina, so I am carrying a shit ton of crossbow bolts that I cannot carry anymore. Can't even get them into the stash anymore. I have so many. How you doing? What about you guys? You good? How about you? He's good too. Alright, good. Boing. Alright, apparently there's a chest in here that will be helpful. There's an elevator in the real round table hold, apparently. Not the fake one, the one in the real world. That they're talking about, and I guess this takes you there? Hey, what's up? Decoy ahead. Didn't expect trap. Oops. Alright, ensnared in a transporter trap. Right, where's this gonna take us? Lindell, the Ashen Capital. Okay, never mind. It takes us where we needed to go. So that works. That's a hell of a shortcut, though. Like in the early game. Because you can get to the Weeping Peninsula pretty fast. Now you can activate this grace site again. So you can see the Erd Tree is now like fully on fire. And we will be doing the final dungeon just as soon as we've activated Melina's. Not Melina's, Melania's rune. Bye! I wonder if it always takes you there. Maybe in the early game it takes you somewhere else. Anyway, here's the isolated tower. There's really no other way to get there. You have to come here. And we couldn't open this door because we didn't have Melania's rune. But now we do. So now we can open it. I don't imagine Melania's rune gives you much, just because it's so difficult to get, and you're going to get it so late in the game. You can see in the top left in the HUD we have Godric's Great Rune active. It's been active since the Melania fight. I haven't died since, basically. I imagine that will change. I haven't really done much since fighting Melania. Just making that stupid video. Making that stupid video and doing other games. Okay. Well done. Thanks. Yep. Only people who've beaten Melania can get up here. Restore the power of the Great Rune. Melania's Great Rune. Alright. What does it do? Raycards, Radans, Morgoths, Mogs, Melania's. Attacks recover HP after damage is taken. A great rune of the Sharbear Melania. The blessing of this half-rotted rune reduces the healing power of the Flask of Crimson Tears, and yet, due to the infusion of Melania's Spirit of Resistance, attacks made immediately after receiving damage will partially recover HP, just like she does in the boss fight. Melania is daughter to Queen Marika and Radagon, and her great rune should have been the most sacred of all. So it's giving you, it gives you a bit of like Bloodborne. Like Bloodborne has that kind of revenge health mechanic in that if you attack immediately after you've been hit, you can get some health back. Since we can use Melania's weapon, let's just see what it looks like. So it's quite long. It's longer than our current katana anyway. It's got the standard katana moveset. Alright, so what does Waterfowl Dance look like? Yeah, it's the full thing. It's her full move. Alright, you really do have to mash L2 to get the whole combo out. Pretty cool. We're not spec'd for it in any way, but pretty cool. Okay, let me put our actual weapon back on. Okay, we're gonna take a sit. Take a little seat right over here. It's so cool. It's a cool move. Like, with some distance from Melania's fight now, it is a cool boss fight. I think I was fighting her. Well, I was definitely fighting her on the 1.03 patch, which does have some strangeness with her healing mechanic. I don't know if it was affecting me, because I heard it's meant to just be a multiplayer thing, and I fought her single player. So I don't know. I thought I noticed some points where she was getting health back when she shouldn't have been getting health back, but I need to really look into that more. On the other hand, it could just be a really, really good fight. Or it could just be, you know, that's the game mechanic. But it's a cool fight. It is a cool fight. It's just so fucking hard. It's just so fucking hard. Anyway. I don't think I'll ever fight her again. I don't think I will. Okay. It's time to finish the game. It's time to finish the game, folks. So this is the final dungeon. I don't know how long it is. It might be quite short, but I do know there's like 3 or 4 boss fights between us and the end of the game. This is what's happened to Lanedale since we started burning the tree. So the ash from the tree is now coating the city. And you may remember, and I did point this out without knowing what I was talking about, but I did point this out when we came through here the first time, that there were a bunch of like ash piles all over the place. I was like, what's that about? Why are there just ash piles everywhere in the city? It could be that time is now catching up with us, and we are now like getting close to present day or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, step 1 is we need to get there, to that tower. And then step 2 is we need to actually get into the tree, inside it proper. So let's figure out how we're meant to do that, I guess. This is as far as I've come. I have not come any further in the game. Behold, the Erd tree yet stands, tall and unwavering, mindless of the scorch of the flame of ruin. Ha 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 ha. Then we are yet golden ones. Well, I'll be stopping that soon enough, Chief. There is a spot over here that leads down into the sewers, so you can do the dungeon that's underneath, but we've done that. Or rather, I've done that. I think I did it off stream. We'll have a look at that later in this stream or next stream, depending on how long this takes. And we will... because you have to go down there to get one of the endings, and I do want to get all the endings, so we will be doing that at some point. I am not entirely sure where to go. Again, I haven't looked at this. There's a stairs leading up here, so let's try that. I did come here to get this talisman, Archie's favorite +2, for the Melania fight. So I have... there's an optional area once the place is coated in ash that you can get to that has that talisman in it, and it was the last one required for the trophy for all talismans. So I've done that trophy. So the only trophy we have left now are the rest of the bosses and the endings. And if we can do that, then we will have the platinum. for Elden Ring, and it's the first Souls Platinum I have. Might also be the only Souls Platinum I'll have, but here we are. Can't see myself getting the Bloodborne one because it requires so much of the optional dungeons that are crazy difficult. I just can't see myself doing that solo. Just can't see myself arsed, to be honest. I might get the Demon Souls one because I'm close enough with it. It's like a second playthrough I need to do, which I'll consider. It definitely will not be the next game we do. I need a break from Soulsy stuff. Okay, so this is walking us back to the start. This door is closed now. You may recall this is how we actually got into the capital. Okay. So all of the sites of grace inside the capital, once we started burning the tree, they deactivated. So we need to go get them all again. Or the ones we can actually access. I think most of the city is blanketed in ash at this point, so I don't think we can. We're sort of going backwards here. I am just running with my shield up, I know. It's just caution now. Close to the end. I would like to do it this stream. Mostly because I don't want to have to wait another week before I can... You can play multiplayer in Bloodborne? You can play multiplayer in all the Souls games. The multiplayer in the Souls is always very weird. It's very weirdly implemented, but you can multiplayer this as well. There is a separate section in Bloodborne where you delve into these dungeons. They're called Chalice Dungeons, and they are kind of somewhat, I think they're randomized? I'm not sure. But they'd have nothing to do with the story. Sorry, that's not true. They have a little bit to do with the story, but not a whole lot. It's mostly just additional lore things. But they're entirely optional. Like you don't have to do them. I think we didn't have to come here. Yeah, this wasn't necessary. I guess this is just another way in. You can always take the old way in if you wanted to. But yeah, you can multiplayer. You can multiplayer all of them, I think. Maybe not Demon Souls, I'm not sure, because that was very early in online multiplayer games, so it's possible you can't. Although the remake, I'd imagine you can, but I don't know about the original. Alright, so we didn't need to go there. This was just a... I don't know, another path in. If you wanted it. Still not entirely sure where to go here. That's still death, right? Yeah, that's death. Okay. Alright, I don't know. Make our way back to where we were, I guess. I did have to sacrifice a bit of fashion for, I had to sacrifice a bit of fashion for the Melania boss fight. So I'm kind of going with the conceit that, that Bob is like pulling a blind swordsman kind of thing. I never played them because I heard they are hard, and I suck. I suck at these games too, and yeah, they are hard. I guess it's difficult to explain. They're fair, mostly. They're mostly a fair game. Like usually, if you are beaten or fail at something, it's your fault. Like you did something wrong or didn't dodge in time or something like that. It's rare for it to be a the game is just being a dick. Like that doesn't really happen that often. Not that it doesn't happen, but sometimes it does. But multiplayer definitely mitigates that a lot. The game balances it out. Most of these games balance it out by just boosting the enemy health, boss health and such, so the bosses just have more health, but there's two of you, you know? that does make things easier. One of them can pull aggro, while the other one can heal, and then you can swap in and out so that, you know, somebody needs to heal, etc. So yeah, having more than one person playing the game with you definitely makes it easier, even if the bosses end up with more health. I'm just gonna hug the wall here and see if I can figure out where to go. Liar ahead. Precious item ahead. Yeah, you're a liar, alright. Okay. Progress, maybe? Just trying to find a way to get up to the upper levels, really. Is that Corrin? Oh, buddy. You alright?
Oh, it's you.
It's me.
I finally come to understand. The Master was nothing more than a madman, enchanted by a vain and ruinous delusion. He rejected the perfection of the Golden Order, seeking to supplant our glorious faith with his own. Could there be a more pitiable comedy? Look at it. The culmination of perfection. Burning before our very eyes.
Yeah, sorry about that. He's gone mad.
I finally come. The Master was enchanted.
And he's got,
seeking
okay, lots of stuff to say.
Look at it.
Okay. Let's sit down. Let's sit down and come back to him, because he might have, that might advance his quest or something. Okay. Well, I marked him. So we should be able to go just straight to him and go, hey, Corrin. What you doing? I wonder, is Gold Mask in the city then somewhere as well? Probably. At this point, I've messed up so many quests in this game that I will probably just have to look for them later on. Oh, a rune arc, great. God, I used so fucking many of them on Melania, so many, and they're difficult to come across in single player. Like, I don't play multiplayer usually. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Corrin's bell bearing. Corrin's robe, and a flail. Alright, Corrin's robe. Robe of Corrin the Cleric. Even after exile, Corrin refused to recount his prophecies, and for this he was blessed with the guidance of grace. Since then, the cartwheel draped on his neck has served as a reminder that true guidance awaits those with iron wills, those with unwavering faith. Didn't work out for him, though. Didn't work out for him. And his bell bearing. Whoops. Watergorn's bell bearing found upon his perished flesh. He's dead. He's dead. Offered to the Twin Maiden Host to get his shop. We don't really need his shop. Corrin's does incantations and faith stuff. We have very low faith. We are faithless. We're godless heathens in this game. I assume Gold Mask is in the city somewhere then, but I'm not going looking for you, Gold Mask, wherever the hell you are. Unless he's back over there, maybe. What was that? Okay, must have just been a weird graphical thing. Can I get there? Oh, there's guys there. That's an elevator. It might be broken. Anyway. No, it works all right. It works. vigilance. Gold Mask was hanging out over there when we met him last time. Don't see him though. There probably is a way to get back there. Meh. At this point, I think I said it in a previous stream. At this point, I just want to be done with Elden Ring. Okay, summoning. Right, so we did fight Godfrey in here last time. Not Godfrey. Somebody in there. Was it God? Yeah, Godfrey. We did fight Godfrey. Who's waiting for us? I don't recognize them. But yeah, this looks like a boss fight. So we might lose our great rune now, anyway.
And here you come to stand
Gideon.
before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Marika has high hopes for us, that we continue to struggle unto eternity.
Well, we won't be doing that, Gideon. Get him, Tish. Did he take no damage from that attack? Oh no, I must have missed him. Oh, okay. He has Melania's move. Okay. I'm not fighting her again, for fuck's sake. Ugh. Get in there, Tish. Fuck. I've been scarlet rotted. Of course he has Estus. What a dick. Shit, that does a lot of damage. Okay.
Until now.
Alright, gotta try to avoid that, this big magic spear, or at least make sure to block it. We've lost Godric's Great Rune, though, and I'm not gonna bother popping it again. Oh, he's cursed me with something.
You fought well.
Wow. Alright, I think I'm being too standoffish with Gideon. If I give him room to cast all his spells, he'll cast all of his spells, so we should do something about that. Not great that he just gets to hit you with that spell, no matter what. Can't even dodge it. Jesus, you just have all the spells, huh, Gideon? Goodbye.
In my bones, a tarnished cannot become a lord. Not even you.
We'll see, Gideon. We'll see.
A man cannot kill a god.
Well, I can now. I have the Rune of Destined Death. Alright, Scepter of the All-Knowing Helm. Alright, all his gear. Okay. Scepter of the All-Knowing is not a magic item? Scepter of the All-Knowing is not a scepter, apparently. Okay. It's not an incantation thing. Is it a weapon? Is it like a club or something? There it is. Yeah, it's a hammer. A scepter in the form of a hand grasping a pearl, signature weapon of Sir Gideon Ofnir the All-Knowing. The pearl stands for the world, the heavens, and an eye, representing the many forms of knowledge, never fully attainable. Even knowing that, the All-Knowing's hand grasps for it. Unique skill, knowledge above all. Raise the scepter to manifest the realm of the all-knowing enemy. Raise the scepter to manifest the realm of the all-knowing. Enemy magic and holy damage negation will be reduced for all within the area. Okay, so that's what he cast on me, I guess. My magic would have been reduced. I guess that's why Moonveil wasn't doing as much damage. And his gear... Helm set with countless eyes and ears. Gross, they're ears. I thought they were like flowers or something. He's got like an ear beard. Gross. An eared. Knowledge begins with the recognition of one's ignorance. That's fair enough. The realization that the search for knowledge is unending. But when Gideon glimpsed into the will of Queen Marika, he shuddered in fear. At the end, that should not be. That's the rest of it. Armor set with countless eyes. Oh, has more ears. He's got an ear. He's got ear pubes and ear armpit hair. Okay, so we'll sit down. Can I even level up? No. Need another 60k or something. But we can go back and buy all of Melania's gear, so let's do that instead. Not that we're really looking for levels at this point. I think I am leveled up enough. Alright, there's all of Melania's gear. Can we wear it? And is it better than what we already have? There's. It's actually quite light. Am I blind? It's a bit light, which means low poise, so we probably won't use it. Which would explain why you're able to knock her out of her attacks handily enough. No, that's too far. Well, there's the gear. It doesn't give us as much poise as the rest of our gear did, so I'm gonna stick with the beast gear. Right, beast champion gear, and we're gonna keep the conceit that Bob is blind, because I don't know, I think it's funny. I just like the idea of it. It's a cool idea. He's a blind warrior king guy. That's what I'm going for here. Anyway. Right, where were we? Here? No. Here? Yes. Okay. Continue our way up, I think. We need to get there now. Might have an idea who killed all these crones now. It might be that it's actually they were dead the whole time. Nobody killed them. He has returned. The Lord has returned at long last. Our very first Lord to brandish the Elden Ring once more. Oh, good. And you're looking there? Really? At the boss door? Can't wait for that. That'll be fun. This'll be a treat. Try left. Oh no, that's for people who are coming here the first time. We've already done that. Alright, the Queen's bedchambers again. Boing. Bird tree heal. What does that do? Heals a vast amount of HP for the caster and nearby allies. The Erd Tree once flourished with abundance, yet it was only for a fleeting moment, such is the course of all life. Alright, another boss. Like I said, this dungeon, as it turned out, wasn't really a dungeon at all. It's just, here's a bunch of bosses. Good luck. We've got one down. Here's number 2. I think there's 4 overall. I'm gonna give this guy a shot and then I need to pee. So, regardless of what this happens, I need to pee. Oh, he looks cool. He gets a cutscene. So, I'm pretty sure we fought him before, but we fought him as a shade the first time we came here. But he's not a shade anymore.
It's been a long while, Morgoth. Long and hard didst thou fight, tarnished warrior, spurned by the grace of gold. Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand.
You're just in the way, though, aren't you, Godfrey?
Alas, I am returned. To be granted audience once more.
I suspect this fight will be much harder than it was the first time.
Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
in there, Tish. Oh, that does not do as much damage. Ow. Ow. Okay. He's got some moves. Alright, that move's annoying. I have to jump it or something? He's winding up for something. Fuck. Is there any way to avoid that? We might swap back to Engval for this fight. Ow. Ow. I'm dead. Oh wow, I avoided it. Okay. Alright, number 2. Tiger's coming out. Shit. The Tiger Lord.
Thou didst me good service, Sauron.
Okay. Did he kill the tiger? Lion? Oh dear. He's merged with us?
I've given thee courtesy enough. Now I fight as Horaloo. Warrior!
Shit. Help, Tish! Help! Tish does not have a lot of health left. Yep, that's one to jump. Ah, we got in. We got it in.
Thy strength befits a crown.
Thanks, Tish. Alright, first try. Oh, wow, he gives you a lot of runes. Yeah, I was a bit worried in that fight. That's a definite, if you don't have a buddy, you're in a lot of trouble. I think what he really catches you out on there is knowing that you need to jump his ground pound. And if you haven't played Sekiro, you probably wouldn't be used to that kind of thing, of knowing that you need certain attacks you need to jump. Because Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Demon Souls and such, you couldn't jump in. Anyway, knowing that you need to jump the stomp, I think is what probably was what catches people out. But he doesn't have a whole lot of health, so I don't know. He's a cool fight. Alright. Might get 2 levels out of this. Not that there's a whole lot I really need to pump anymore. Dex, will that even give me much? 2 points. Endurance will give me 1 point. Wow. Figure. Not a whole lot, really. Int, I think, only gives me 1 point now. Yeah, I think we've entered the soft cap territory for a lot of things. Strength, I don't think gives me anything. Yeah, it gives me nothing. There's a 0 point for me pumping strength at this point. Alright, Dex. Can I get another level out? I could. Yeah. It's actually only giving me 1 point for the second level, so. That's 1 point. That's 1 point. So they're kind of useless. That's 1 point. That's 7. 20 something. More health? Yeah, more health. Sure. Okay, as I said, I need pee. So I'll be back in a second. Talk amongst yourselves, I guess. I don't know. Alright, I'm back. Just gotta put my audio back in. Okay, Remembrance of Horaloo we collected. So, fun fact, you may remember we have encountered his descendants a couple of times. Godric the Grafted, for one, is a descendant of his, but so is Nefalilu. We made the new heir of Stormvale. When Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was robbed of his grace, becoming tarnished, he took within him his kinfolk and left. He took with him his kinfolk and left the lands between. After the long march of the Tarnished came to an end, Godfrey divested himself of kingship, becoming a simple warrior once more. So Nefalilu is currently the new heir of Stormvale, so we have put her in place. Nefalilu. Let's have a chat. Why not? I don't think there's any new dialogue. Hey Godric, how you doing? She's got some growing to do, I guess, if she's gonna fit this chair, but you know.
I will remain to summon the storm, but your guidance and your fight surely lie elsewhere.
They do. Alright. Anyway, she is a, long down the line descendant of Godfrey, aka Horaloo. Separate dynasties, I guess. Godric continued on the Godfrey line, and Nefeli continued on the Horaloo line. Anyway, let us trade in his remembrance and see what it gives us. We can get his axe. Axe of Godfrey. Weapon of Godfrey, Elden Lord. It was broken in a battle fought as leader of the Tarnished during the Long March. The weapon is symbolic of Godfrey's vow to conduct himself as a lord, later becoming an emblem of the Golden Lineage. In the days of the past, a crown was warranted with strength. Regal Roar. Let loose a mighty war cry, raising attack power while sending out a shockwave that cannot be guarded against by stomping the ground. While active, strong attacks become a lunging slash. Okay. So again, you can't be guarded against because it's a ground attack. You need to jump it. Or lose Earthshaker. Or lose Earthshaker. Slam both hands onto the ground to violently shake the earth and unleash a shockwave. Follow up with an additional input to slam the ground again. Again, that was his punch the ground move. Okay, let's get his axe, because I've just been collecting the weapons, really. And can we get his gear? We can, but we can't afford it. Crown of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. The Age of the Erdtree began amongst conflict when Godfrey was lord of the battlefield. He led the war against the giants, faced the Storm Lord alone, and then there came a moment when his last worthy enemy fell, and it was then, as the story is told, that the hue of Lord Godfrey's eyes faded. So Marika deserted him once he had defeated all of her enemies, by the sounds of things. Okay, we can't afford it. We can't afford it. Looks cool, though. Who knows? There might be some... Well, I know there are at least 2 more bosses on the way, and I know who one of them is. I'm not looking forward to that fight. Very much not looking forward to that fight. Okay. Alright, here we go. Here is the end of the game. The last boss is through these doors. It's a twofer. It's a 2-part boss. Wait, did I get the trophy for that? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. I'm just tracking the ones that we have left to get, basically. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. What's left to get? These are the endings. 1, 2, 3. And then I think there's just a boss. Oh. Okay, you don't get a trophy for the last boss, so it's just the endings then. I guess they're like, why do you need a trophy for the boss and the ending? It's like, you know, one follows the next. There's no real reason for that. Okay, so yeah, we couldn't get through here. This was our whole excursion. Our whole excursion out here into Snowtown was to deal with that door, because we couldn't get through it. So we had to burn the whole tree so we could get through here. And now there's a boss door. One final boss door. Alright, here we go. I'm glad the Elgato can't put out HDR, because that would have really hurt my eyeballs. There's Marika. Doesn't look like she's in a good place. Looks like somebody killed her. Cut off her head. Oh, head's still there. Uh-oh. Now remember, as we've discovered, Marika and Radagon are the same person. There's the red hair of Radagon. And we have the main title theme. Well, it's the drum bit anyway. They really know how to do their fucking boss designs. Alright, get in there, Tish. Ow. Yeah, you know you're in business when they start playing the main quest or the main theme of the game. Not sure how I'm meant to avoid that, but okay. Fuck. Fuck. This teleport move is really cool. It's really cool. That's another move you gotta jump. Ow. Ow. Shit. Come on, just hit him, Tish. Just hit him once. Oh, when did he get health back? Alright, there we go. Part 1, anyway. Yeah, part 2. There's always a part 2. And when the golden light fades, what happens? What the fuck? You give him a swirly? Did you turn him into a sword? Yep, you turned him into a sword. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, is it a dragon? Is it a big penis? The head looks a bit penisy, right? Oh shit. Why do I always have to fight eldritch abominations? The Elden Beast, okay. Shit. Can't even tell what I'm doing. Alright, we are pretty much out of health now. There's maybe 1 health left. This is gonna hurt. Tish is dead. I'll be following you soon, Tish. Ah. There I go. We weren't far off. We weren't far off. Okay. The game, I'm sure, will be nice and, you know, not make me have to fight Radagon twice, right? Right? Okay. I don't think we actually need so many. I can probably give myself 2 more heals. Should I keep Tish, or should I bring in Engval instead? Tish does more damage, and they has a damage over time attack, but Engval doesn't do as much damage, but they last a lot longer. I'm wondering, should I just keep Engval around for the aggro and rely on myself doing all the damage? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think the game will be nice? Or are we gonna have to fight Radagon again? We're gonna have to fight Radagon again. I think that's another jumpy one. Oh. Okay, a little annoyed that I've had to use so much healing on him already. Should have jumped it. Not ideal. Not ideal that he's dodging all of these either. Alright, good job, Tish. Let me get this in first. I forget what I actually have for that. I should check that. Skip, 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 skip. I think it's damage, but I'm not sure. So far away. Do I want to know what's happening here? Ow. Can't see. What the hell? Come on. Breaking lock on is bullshit. What do I actually have in the flask? No, I don't need the dexterity boost. Let's change that. No. Let's go with health, I think. shit. Ow, that hurt. Shit! I was not paying attention to my health. Okay. Okay, there's a tricky one with his hammer down in that if you dodge or jump as he hammers, that's not what you want because it has to reach you. It travels along the ground to reach you. So you have to dodge. You have to dodge or jump slightly after the attack, which is going to be tricky to figure out. Shouldn't have got hit by that. For fuck's sake. There we go, yeah, I didn't get a chance to heal. Alright. Let's bring Engval in and see if he does any better. That's new. He hasn't done that move before. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure Engval is lasting as long. Damn it. I mean, it could just be because Engval's +9 and Tish is +10. Hit him, Engval. Thank you. Okay. Thanks, Pterodactyl, you got this. I don't know. How many turrets have you seen? Is this the first one you've seen? Because there've been a few. Doesn't help that I cannot see what he's doing. Oh. Get in there. Not this again. Can't tell what he's doing. It's the very annoying thing. Not sure I had any way of avoiding that, but okay. Okay. Maybe he's calmed down now. Ah, Ingval's dead. How am I supposed to know that explodes? Stop running away! Shit, I dodged it. Stop it! Could you fuck off? What the hell? Again, not sure how I meant to avoid these attacks. Too early. And I'm out of healing now too, great. Could you for fuck's sake? Cool. God damn it. Okay. Engvel's not strong enough. First one? Yeah, well, that was not the first try. That was not the first try. Okay, and again. When can I skip it? Come on. Dodge Adam for that. Come on, I'm dodging these. Yeah. That fight just did not start well at all. great when I can't get to the actual last boss. I'm stuck on this guy. It's rarity that I get past him. Come on, he was a target in the other guy. I'm dead. Oh, that's some bullshit. He was targeting the summon with that attack, but for whatever reason, he was allowed to hit me with it. That's kind of garbage, but okay. Guess just stay the hell away from him when he's doing that. Can't even sneak in an attack. I'm not as annoyed at this boss as I was with Melania. Melania was difficult to, it was difficult to avoid. A lot of her attacks was the issue. Plus she heals herself when she hits you. This guy, I can avoid his attacks. I'm just not doing it. It's getting annoying. How are you meant to avoid both of those? That killed me? Full health? That killed me. Radagong sucks. Yeah, he's not fun. His attacks are cheap. He's a cool looking boss. His attacks are just... the range on them, the timing is so weird. His attacks don't hit. Or his attacks don't go off when he actually hits the ground. They go off later. Just really throwing me off. He also appears to have infinite poise, because I can't knock him out of any attack. He seems to be allowed to hit me with any attack he wants. Come on. Nice. Alright, Tish, you're at half health. We might survive this fight. Unless this enemy wants to cheat again. Which it appears it wants to. Yeah, run as far away from me as you can get. Cool. Derek, you dodged way too early. Again, Derek, come on. I'm dead. Stop running as fucking far away as you can get. What is this? Well, sure, I'm glad I wasn't near that. Too close! I can't see what you're doing! This attack needs to fuck off, whatever the hell's happening here. Stop looking at him. See if this makes a difference. I don't think I am improving, Pterodactyl. dodge that attack, he still hits you with it. He hits you with the explosion afterwards. Like, what are you meant to do there? And I'm dead. This'll kill me. That should have killed me. Good job, Tish. Stop trying to fuck me, camera. Stop it. Fuck. What the hell am I meant to do with that big ring attack? Thought you just meant to run out of the area, jump over the hoops and whatever, but it still hit me. Can't really tank my way through it. What? Can I take it off? What are you giving me? With you, I have 694 damage. Without you, it's a lot of damage. Okay, I can't really lose you then. Greatly boost the attack power of skills. I'm not getting to do a lot of attacks, so I could probably take you off. Put you on instead. Not having enough stamina, I don't think, is the issue. Ah, shit! I had the wrong potion attacked. What am I doing? What am I doing? Drink the thing. Not so far away, you piece of shit. Honestly, no idea what to do against this. Alright, that is what you do. You need to get out of the ring. Come here, for fuck's sake. I'm shocked that missed, honestly. Stop running away! Fuck! Fuck! Jesus, Tish will have to kill it because I can't fucking get near him. Stop running away from me! Stop it! Yes! Any long range attacks? Nothing at that range. Nothing that wouldn't get me killed anyway. Elden Remembrance, okay. Wow, 500,000 runes, that's a lot. Anyway, done. Fuck that enemy. I won't stay and fight you. Alright, there it is. I was looking for this. Okay, sit down. Right, so here's the tricky part. Because Elden Ring saves a lot. Like, it saves every couple of seconds. And if we want to get all three endings, we're going to have to be very careful with what we do here. So, ending 1 is just go up and do something with the thing. Ending 2 is do this. Summon Ranni. And ending 3 is we need to do something back in the main map before we finish. So, step 1... is teleport our asses out here. Fractured Marika is what it's called. I suppose we can pick up our no souls. Where are our no souls? Over here somewhere? Huh? Oh, they're back in the last arena with the big Elden Beast thing? Oh well, we can say goodbye to that. It's not like we had loads. Alright, 500,000. So step 1, let's go back to Table of Lost Grace. It's not called Round Table Hold anymore. Okay, no, it is called Round Table Hold. Why is it called the Table of Lost Grace? Weird. Have Roderica and Hugh survived? Right, they're still there. Okay. Nothing bad has happened to them. And the two fingers are still doing their thing. Not sure what it is, but they're doing it. Before we trade this in, what does the Remembrance of Lost Grace say? It was the vassal beast of the greater will and living incarnation of the concept of order. So we've killed an avatar of a god, I think, is what that is. What'll it give us? We can have Marika's hammer, Radagon's hammer, or the sacred relic sword. We can't use either of them. Stone hammer made in the lands of the Numen outside the lands between. The tool with which Queen Marika shattered the Elden Ring and Radagon attempted to repair it. The hammer partially broke upon the shattering, becoming splintered with rune fragments. Unique skill Goldbreaker. Leap up high and while suspended in midair, imbue the rune shard with light before smashing it down hard into the ground. The heroic Radagon signature. Ah yeah, the thing he kept fucking hitting me with. And Sacred Relic Sword. That's fun. That's a Dark Souls bonfire sword. That's nice. Sword wrought from the remains of a god who should have lived a life eternal. thoughts on what the weapon portends are many and varied. Some consider it the mark of a great sin or a sign of great devastation. Some think it is at the end of an age, while others the beginning. Unique skill, the Wave of Gold. Imbue the sword with bygone golden glory, then fire it at foes. Wide golden, well, okay, so that's the Elden Beast's sword. But it's got the coil to it? I don't know, it might not be a reference to Dark Souls, but the Dark Souls bonfire swords sort of look like that as well. To be fair, it's probably not that. Okay. Right, do we want Marika's hammer, or do we want the Sacred Relic sword? Can't use either of them, so it really doesn't matter. Let's get the hammer. I've just been collecting weapons at this point anyway. And we can probably get Godfrey's gear now. And I guess you can't buy anything of Radigan's. No. Okay. Did I leave us enough to level up? Yeah, there's plenty. Shouldn't be an issue. Not that we need to level up exactly. It's really just health. Health and mind, sure, why not? Okay, let's put on Godfrey's gear and see what it looks like. So where is it, first of all? Do you think they scalp Godfrey so you can get all his gear? They have to do more than scalp. It's like a full hair transplant. It would be nice if you could get this gear without the hair, because the hair doesn't really make sense, right? That's the guy's hair. It should really just be with your character's hair, but whatever. It's obviously easier for them to model if they just leave the hair with it. Still. Hold on, maybe you can alter it that way. No, doesn't look like it. Can you alter it at all? Take the cape off. Yeah. Why would you take the? I don't know. Why would you take the cape off? That's so dumb. Anyway, all right. That's Godfrey's gear. It's not that it really matters because we're not going to be fighting anybody anymore. But we might as well finish with the stuff we've been wearing, which is the Beast's gear. Beast champion. And again, remember, nobody saw us with our helmet off. Everybody knows that Bob with 3 Bs is blind. Everybody knows that, right? Cool? Grand. What else did I want to do? Could look at Marika's hammer, I guess. There it is. It's got a cool effect. It's got the glowing golden rune. Rune fragments and stuff inside of it. Godfrey Jones? No, not quite. Godfrey the Golden. Okay. I wanted to do something. I've forgotten what, though. It's probably not important. Anyway, let's have a little sit. Let's sit, and then we'll have a little save. So that saves the game when you quit. Let's quit out of the game entirely. Okay, so step 1. Check sync status of save data. Save data is synced. Okay, we don't want that. Now, I wish I had a USB stick, because that's the way I wanted to do it. I could just save a local copy, but for the love of God, I cannot find any of my USB keys. And I have loads of them. I can't find any of them. I don't know what that's about. So how do I keep Save. Save data PS5. Sync save data. Elden Ring. Now, what do I want to do with this? I could download it. What do I want to do? I don't want to accidentally sync. I need to break the sync. Auto sync save data. View sync status. Some of these can't sync because I've deleted them. I want to undo the sync. This isn't what I wanted. How do I break the sync? Maybe I just turned it off. There. No sync. You can't view sync status, I guess, because now they're not synced, presumably? Okay, right, this is what I wanted. So it's not synced anymore, so I can progress on the console, then delete it, and then download the cloud one. Right? It is currently 30th of April, 5:14. 5:17, close enough. Okay. Alright, before I commit to that, I need to pee again. I don't know why. I've never needed to pee during a stream, but for whatever reason I need to do it now. Twice in this stream. Anyway, I will be back shortly. Okay, back. Just gotta reconnect my audio. Okay, so what we'll do first, jump back into the game. Luckily for SSDs, it does not take very long for us to get back into the game. So what we will do is... Okay, in chat, which ending do you want to see? We've got regular ending. It's the default ending where you become Elden Lord. Then we've got the Destined Death ending, where we bring death to the lands between, which basically means people are allowed to die now. Then we have the Frenzied Flame ending, which is just chaos. We bring chaos to the lands between. Just tear the whole thing down, burn it all down. And then the ending that I want, we're going to get all the endings. The ending I want is the Age of Stars ending, which is Ranni's ending, where we become Ranni's consort and she ushers in the Age of Stars instead of the Age of Gold. That's the ending I was going to go for. So, What do you think? Which one sounds appealing? We'll do that one first. Just in case the whole save shit doesn't work. Just in case the saving thing doesn't work and I gotta finish the game again. Twice. Destined Death? Okay, let's go with that one. That's easy enough to do, I think. Where the fuck is Lanedell? I am blind. Oh, there it is. Weird. Right. Okay, so the Destined Death ending. We bring Destined Death to the lands between. A Destined Death is a god, and it's the god of death. Rune gestated by Fia, the deathbed companion, used to restore the fractured Elden Ring when brandished by the Elden Lord. That's us. Formed of the two Hallowbrand half-wheels combined, it will embed the principle of life within death into order. The Golden Order was created by confining Destined Death, thus this new order will be one of death restored. The Golden Order was created so that people couldn't die, or more specifically so the gods wouldn't die. Whereas we are going, you know what? People should be allowed to die. Is that a head? It is a head. Gross. And there's gold everywhere. I hadn't noticed this either. Gold leaves everywhere. Interesting. Mend the Elden Ring. That's default ending. Or use Mending Rune of the Death Prince, which is the death ending. And if you had done any other quests, which I have messed up by doing things out of order and not really paying attention, which is honestly pretty typical of Dark Souls. The quests are often very obscure, and knowing what to do next is difficult. But yeah, the Destined Death one, okay. Radagon and Marika are in fact the same person. Marika was Queen Marika, the goddess of the lands between, and as it turned out, she and Radagon potentially were the same person. Here, put your head back on. You dropped this. Oop. I hope I don't have another boss fight now. You're missing a lot of pieces. Just saying. Missing at least one boob. See if I can find it. May or may not give it back.
Leaves tell a story of how a tarnished became Elden Lord.
That's us.
In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall
Oh, ye.
the age of the Duskborn.
Duskborn would be the ones who can die, basically. Yay! Did it! Hooray! World created by Hidetaka Miyazaki and Giorgio Martin. Okay. We're gonna skip these though. Begin Journey 2? Hell no. I'm not doing New Game Plus already. Fuck you. Okay. That's that. Can I? Do I actually have to do save shenanigans? You might not have to do save shenanigans. Oh no, you do. You do. I can't get to Fractured Marika again. Which I guess means you gotta fight those two bosses. So fuck that. We're not doing that. So, again, we're gonna quit. We're gonna quit. And hopefully this works. Okay. So we have upload, download, save data. We have one of them that's 526. That's the one we just did. And we've one that's 514. Do you want to overwrite save data on console storage? Yes. Okay. Now, this should... lol. This should put us... back where we were before we did the Destined death ending. So we should be able to not have to fight that boss if I did this right. And the game doesn't have a no fuck you fight the last boss again. Which it would not fucking shock me with Miyazaki. He's like that. The real question is, can we get back there? We can. Cool. Alright, let's do the chaos ending. Okay? The chaos ending requires you to do an extra thing. Chaos ending requires you to go here. And it is quite a challenge to actually get here in the first place. So this is deep beneath Lanedale. This is deep beneath the capital city. Deep into subterranean shunning grounds, and you drop down, and it is a pretty incredible platforming puzzle to get all the way down here. Because the game has falling damage, so you can't just yeet yourself all the way down. It's quite difficult to get down here. Maybe I'll show you. I'm not going to do the challenge because it took quite a while to figure out where to go. You come down here. There's a secret wall here. You knock that down. It's time to fight chaos. It's time to become chaos, actually. We'll fight chaos a later time. You come down here, and this is actually pretty cool. These are all the crazy guys. Lots and lots of crazy guys. They're all blind. Their eyeballs have all ruptured, because that's the mark of the frenzied flame, is that your eyeballs rupture. This guy's playing a nice tune. And as long as you walk, they won't attack you, because they can't hear you when you're walking. Anyway, you make your way down here. It's all fine and dandy as you make your way around these wooden planks until you get to roughly where that third wooden plank is, because the planks disappear then. And you need to start, like, jumping down little tiny outcrops. And it's difficult. Let's just put it that way. It's very difficult to do that. The jumping in this game is not really designed for platforming. But anyway, you do eventually make your way down there. You drop out of the hole that we were looking at. You drop out of that hole. Come down here. This lady, we have been feeding her crazy eyeballs this whole time. The whole game.
Go to the door ahead. After divesting yourself of your possessions, it will surely open, and the three fingers will welcome you.
Okay, and the three fingers are, of course, the crazy version of the two fingers. So we come down here, and we have to divest ourselves of our possessions, which I think just means don't have any weapons. Think. Maybe it means you gotta be nude. I guess we'll find out. Alright, it seems like you gotta be nude. I was going for a cool guy thing there, but it didn't work. Alright. Guess we gotta get naked. hope I don't get banned for this on Twitch. Showing arse. Showing feet. Still no? Oh, he did say no armor. Oh, I have to actually open the door. I thought it would just like auto open. I guess not. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Careful now. Down with this sort of thing. He's in the nip. How you doing? You good? Gonna grab me and be weird about it? This is really, really gonna hurt. Plump. Ow, 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 ow. He's being kind of gentle about it. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, and we are now marked by the three fingers. Ouch, 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 ouch. We've got the fingerprint marks on us. So there is fingerprint armor from somebody who did this before. This is Vike, who was going to be the Elden Lord of Frenzied Flame, but I think he was killed before he could pull it off. He'd gotten all the way up to this point. See his armor? There. The fingerprint helm. Iron helm singed and blistered by fingers, worn by Vike, Knight of the Round Table. Hold, no other tarnished was closer to the throne of the Elden Lord than Vike. But without announcement, Vike travelled far below the capital and was scorched by the flame of frenzy, just like we have been. Did he make the choice for his maiden, or did some other force lure him with suggestion? So, the idea is if you take on the Mark of Frenzied Flame instead, Melina would not have had to sacrifice herself to become kindling for the Erd Tree, because you would become the kindling, basically. But yeah, in order to get the platinum, we had to kind of avoid doing that. But anyway, if you come down here before Melina sacrifices herself, she actually willingly leaves your company, and we're not going to see it, but in the ending, she vows to kill you, pretty much, in the ending. But again, we're not going to see that because she has she's dead, basically. Right, put our gear back on. Or should we wear, you know what, let's wear the fingerprint gear, since we're pretty much that guy now. The fingerprint armor. Is that it? And put our gear back on. So shields are at the bottom. Not that it matters, because, you know, we're not fighting anything anymore. We've killed everything in the game. We could put Vike's weapon on. Why not? Where's your weapon? You had a spear. These are all swords. Swords. Twin blades, axes, hammers, big hammers, really big hammers, spears. So, this was Vike. I guess he looked like a pretty typical knight until the Three Fingers got a hold of him. That's when he looks like now. We can't use any of his stuff. We don't have the stats for it. But anyway. Okay. Now to do the chaos ending. Become the Lord of Frenzied Flame, which I imagine means you just destroy this, but whatever. Eyeballs? No. Probably. We're wearing a helmet. It's hard to tell. Well, Marika's not coming back, that's for sure. Yeah. And we got fiery eyeballs. Actually, we got just one big fiery eyeball. We've really gone Sauron on this. Yeah, really burning down the tree too. You know, I like this. I like this personality we've been given. The character doesn't have much personality, really. See, there's little fingerprint marks on everything as well. But I guess we've become the Eye of Sauron, pretty much. You do encounter pretty much the Eye of Sauron in the game, and it causes you to go crazy if you're near it. And that is the giant version of it, I guess. Well, there you go. That's the crazy guy ending. Yeah. So let's do the same thing again. Quit out. Quit out. We're gonna download the synced cloud save. There should only be the one. There should only be the one trophy left, and then we should have the platinum. What the fuck ending? Yeah, that ending is you fucked up, pretty much. You definitely went the wrong way with that ending, I think. Okay, grab this one again, and now we're going for the Age of Stars ending, which is the ending I want, or have wanted. If I had to pick out of the different endings that we were capable of getting, that's the one I wanted. We'll see if it's actually any good. So far, we've brought death to everybody, or we've brought chaos and madness to everybody. Not sure which is better necessarily. Okay, good. We're not wearing Vike's gear, so it looks like it's worked. Alright, and the last one is, instead of doing anything with Marika at all, we summon in Ranni. Ranni is the Lunar Princess Ranni. She has been trying to get away from the whole Golden Order, Lands Between, all of that shit. She's like, you know what? Let's not do any of that, and let's do something entirely different. So let's find out what she wants to do. Also, we're her consort, so you know you gotta support your spouse, guys. It's important. It's important to do. She has her goals. You should really help her pull them off. Even if she might be the bad guy. Did it, babe?
The battle is over, I see.
Yes. Honestly, could have done with some help, but that's fine. It's fine, honestly. Stomp. Is that a drop?
I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness.
Did we fuck up?
Well then, shall we?
Hey, I gave her that ring. Which hand do I
fair
take?
consort eternal.
Oh yeah. That's the end of that. Platinum? Yeah. Platinum for Elden Ring. That's a toughie. That's a toughie one to get. Those are the three main endings. There are different variations on mostly the Elden Lord ending, the one where we're just sitting in a chair, and basically there's a different voiceover and there's a different color palette, more or less, depending on what ending you went for. Like if you went for the super happy everybody's great ending, there's like a nice golden aura. You went for the hey, people can die now, so the one we had there was kind of bluish, and then there's one that we cursed everybody instead, which is kind of like a reddish greenish kind of thing, which we didn't have enough of that quest to actually accomplish, and I don't think I wanted to, because that's a real downer ending. And I think then there's the regular one where there's no color filter. It's just, yeah, you're Elden Lord, whatever. The cycle repeats itself. Play the game again. The two endings that have something different about them is the Frenzied Flame one, where you become Sauron, and the other ending where you give up being Elden Lord and say, you know what? I'll be Lord of the Moon instead, or something. Whatever. But cool. That's Elden Ring done. 12 parts. Shorter for the stream at least than I was expecting, but it's still about 160, 170 hours, and I did a lot. I didn't quite do everything, mostly because as I said, we were locked out of some quests because I did some things in a different order to the way you were meant to do it, or something like that. And some things were introduced on later patches, and we had just progressed too far, so there was no way we were ever going to get back to it. GG. Thanks, Pterodactyl. Good game. It is a good game. It's a very good game, so long as you never fight Melania, ever. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Pterodactyl, go back to the start of the stream. There's a video I did that recounts my struggle with Melania, shall we say. Go back to it after the stream. Watch to the end of this stream. Then go back. Okay, cool. Anyway. So I hope everyone is memorizing these names, right? They worked really hard on the game. You should, like, the least you can do is remember everybody's name. Like, Business Development Director Ming Yuan. Like, he could show up in a game that you really like. You don't know. They could have been instrumental in this. Just Cause Productions were working on this as well. Weird. But yeah. Now what? Now what do we do? Because that was a big game. That was a very big game. Took up a lot of my time. Not in a bad way. Like, I enjoyed it for the most part. Other than Melania. Melania's a cool fight. I'm not sure if she was bugged. I need to investigate that further. I assume she wasn't, because I think that only happens in multiplayer. But yeah, I don't want to fight her again. I really, really don't. Everyone else, sure, I'll give them another shot, but I'm absolutely not fighting Melania ever again. Cut to me 2 years from now, replaying Elden Ring when the DLC comes out, and I have to fight her again. Anyway, tomorrow, continuing on the stream, we will look at the weekly news recap, where we check out new releases, updates on releases coming out, games that might have been delayed, or any random industry bullshit that's been happening. Tuesday, we'll continue the Vampire playthrough. So part 1 we started this week. So part 2 will be continuing the adventures of Dr. Acula, MD. Wednesday, Soma, we should finish it. Thought we were going to finish it this week, but no, not quite. So we should finish it next week instead. And then wrapping back around to Saturday, normally that would be Elden Ring Day, but Elden Ring's finished. I platinumed it. I can't do anything else. But as Pterodactyl mentioned, it is time to fight chaos, and you know what? Let's do that. Let's fight chaos. So let's go back to Stranger Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins. It is a similar-ish game. It's got that action RPG idea to it, but it's nowhere near as difficult as Elden Ring, so I don't think that will be as much of a stressful playthrough. Plus, it has the stupidest story. It's very much Final Fantasy directed by Michael Bay, or whoever directs the Fast and Furious franchise now. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's very, very dumb. Part 1, I guess, is already up on the channel, so we'll just continue from there. We'll just keep going on, and we'll work our way through Stranger Paradise, I think. That will become our weekend game. Otherwise, see you tomorrow for a weekly news recap. But either way, thanks for joining me, Pterodactyl and Melwin, that was there earlier, and anyone who might have been lurking in stream. Thanks for joining me on the Elden Ring journey, and the platinum journey for Elden Ring. Have a good rest of your day, or have a good breakfast, or have a good sleep, or have a good wank, whatever it is you're planning to do for the rest of your day. I'm going to sign off, so have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.